So, you got your electrician hook your electric up.
Yeah.
Now, no matter how you hook up the 3 positives and your negatives, this has a dual voltage switch. It's going to go either way. You understand? So, first thing you do, you got your electric hooked up, everything's good. You're going to turn the switch. You turn it on, you got your blue light. That means you're going forward. Okay. Now, remember, middle is off. This way now, no blue light, you're going to reverse.
Okay.
Okay? This is your reverse button.
Where's that?
This is your forward. And this is your stop. Okay?
Okay.
Now, so basically you're going to have your electric hooked up, you got your blue light, you're fine with this. Now, you got your water hooked up. You hook your water up. Come over here, look at this gauge. This is your water pressure coming in.
Okay.
Where is it about?
It's about 34.
Right, so that's fine. So you know you got enough pressure coming into the pump.
Okay.
This is your booster pump. This will boost up your pressure 70 PSI.
Okay.
So now come over here now. This is your pump switch. This turns on your pump. Now you got your pump. You see where the gauge is? That means you're getting full pressure.
Okay.
If this gauge for some reason drops down below 4, it will shut the pump off because you're not getting a perfect amount of water per bag.
Okay.
So it will shut it off. So now when you situate all this, you got your pressure, you got this coming in. What I usually do when you first start and you're all good here, I let the air pressure out because figure you hook your water up, you turn everything on, you can probably have some bubbles or something in it. So if you get a 5-gallon pail, if you hold it here, just grab a 5-gallon pail, I'll just let it do it again.
Any 5-gallon pail.
Anything, it's gonna be one shot. Just one shot. Just hold everything here for me. And then you gotta let the air pressure out. That's it.
Okay.
Just so you have no bubbles. Now, we set this to 1200. This is your adjustment for your level, for your pressure. Now, to check your pressure, you're going to want to take this off, hold it separately. This is your pump switch. Like I showed. So when you press this, you're going to get your water pressure out of here. You'll also see where you are situated on the gauge. So you see this? See your
Bring the
flow?
5-gallon pail back.
So you'll be able to lift this up to what you want to do by pressing your pump switch. You may want to, yeah, that's fine. So now watch. When you hit it, see where it goes? That's your 1200. See it running at 1200?
Yeah.
You're at 1200. So at least you know you're good. So your water coming in is good. You got your pressure good. You got your set per bag, what you're doing here. You got your pump on. You got your blue light, meaning you got electric and you're going forward. Now, what you're going to want to do every morning is free your rotor and stator. This rotor and stator never spins unless it has either water or material in it. It can never run dry. So in the morning when you come in and say, let's free the rotor and stator, if you put it and hit it with it dry, it's going to make a wicked noise. You end up burning the rotor and stator. So what you're going to want to do is just put a little water in, just to lubricate it. Oh yeah, make a little mess on the floor. You want to go in reverse first. Reverse is just sporadic hits. There's no reason to hit the reverse button and let it spin in reverse. You just want to hit it. It won't stay on. So you basically just want to, that's it. See it freed up. Then you're going to want to go back to forward, pressure forward, hit it. Now you're pumping. And shut it off. You have to hold the red button for like a second before it really shuts off. Okay, you got material in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you start every morning, hook the hose up.
You gotta run that hose. 1 minute. Don't do it yet.
Just hook the hose up.
You gotta take the wings out.
Put those ears
open these
towards
up. Open those up. Push it in. Now push them back, and it locks them into place.
You gotta take the wings out.
Just put that ring out the other way. If you open this and put that out, and pull. Perfect. Done. Now, where are we situated here?
We need an empty pail to shoot the shit in.
Now, before you start, you have your dry material in there, your rotor stator's free, you have all your water pressure, your hose is hooked up. You're going to want to fill this chamber up till the water comes out of here. That primes everything for your first mix and also push the material through. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold this button, push your water until the water starts pouring out, lock it in, and you're ready to go.
Okay.
Ready to go means you got your pump on, this is primed, your rotor and stator set, you got perfect pressure, your gauge is where you want it to go, and then you're going to turn your feeding wheel on. That's going to feed the material as you're pumping.
Okay.
the feeding wheel doesn't turn on until you push the green button. It's just in the on position, but it's actually not doing anything.
Okay.
See right now, if you hit the green button, you're basically just going to turn your rotor and stator and you're going to be just pumping water. So what you're going to want to do is when you shut it off, when you're all ready to go, now you want to introduce the dry material. You're going to turn this back on, turn and hit the green button, and now you're introducing the dry with the water and you pump it.
All right, got it.
I mean, I showed you guys, and I showed Bobby, and I showed, what's his name? Ryan. So I mean, all four of you should be able to, even if like all four of you like want to come in the morning, get everything situated, get everything going, and then you can all do your separate things.
All right, this is gonna run the water, right? So
This just pumps this of water. When you turn this thing on, the water automatically pumps itself.
Okay.
The only reason why you're going to pump this is to set your level and make sure your pressure's good here.
All right, and when I fill this, when this starts pouring out, wait, how am I gonna set this again? I missed that.
You're going to keep this off, hold this in a 5-gallon pail.
Yeah.
You're going to press this button. When you press this button, this gauge will come up to
right.
where you are. If you want to go higher, you're going to adjust this to bring you up, or adjust it to bring it down to where you want to be.
Right now, 1200 is fine. There's no need for adjustments unless you change material. You're probably going to be fine.
Now, well, Lenny says that that's it. When you have your water set at 1200 and you're pumping and the consistency is exactly where you want it, there is no reason in the world to touch the water.
Okay.
You're good.
set.
I have some people be like, oh, what's happening? Oh, no, wait, hold on. And they crank it in. Why? You know at 1200 it's the consistency you want. Leave it alone. There's no reason to do it. Later on, like I told you guys, you may want to adjust your rotor and stator, which means later on, if you see the consistency and you're not getting the right, it's like seems like it's a little bit off, you're not getting things, you may want to adjust your rotor and stator, which means those 3 bolts, adjust it evenly all at the same time. See what you have, is it good? Adjust them all evenly at the same time. Is it right where you should be? Leave it alone. Also, when you're pumping, you'll see your gauge here. If you get your gauge up and you're up to like 2 bar right about here, and the consistency's good, if for some reason they say, oh listen, like whatever, let's say like weeks from now, there's something, it's not exactly the same. If you look at this gauge and it's down here, it's because you're not getting enough pressure. So adjust your 3 bolts until you bring this up to where it was before.
Half turn. Quarter
Yeah, just
turn.
snug it, snug it, snug it.
Okay.
Everyone exactly the same. Quarter.
Okay.
Don't tighten
One. Frankly, all I think
Everyone even turn. Go quarter turn on one, go quarter turn on one, quarter turn on one.
Okay. Alright,
After you're getting ready, you're gonna get in the hole. So now what's gonna happen is
You good? Todd, we good? We're ready.
I don't know. Is the machine ready to go?
Here's what we're gonna do now, watch. Your vacuum, get ready, turn the vacuum on. You're gonna wanna fill this until water comes out.
Get on that hose.
Button.
In the bucket first.
Until the water's pouring out. When the water's coming out like that, you're good. Lock it in. Your water's set, your rotor stator set, your pump's on. Now you're gonna turn your feeding wheel on, and you're gonna start. The start button.
It's coming. It's got a lot of hose to push.
Now stick, right? Okay, guys.
This was the deep part, Miguel. So. A little wet?
Well, there was a lot of water right in the beginning, so.
A lot more. It feels okay. It's still water.